let's say you're mentoring your 21-year-old self, younger Amber, and younger 21-year-old Amber asks you, says, "What skill set should I actually pick up to be good at what you're doing today?" What skill
Sure.
set would you tell her to pick up?
I'm very much interested in all things. And so if you a wide berth and going deep into certain subjects is probably the best. Trying to expose yourself to as many things as you possibly can and develop a set of critical thinking skills so you can think through problems and not just stuck in kind of a dogmatic way of thinking in life, because there's all kinds of problems that I think it's a famous Einstein quote of not being able to use the same type of skills that we've used in the past to be able to solve the problems of today. So I think that there's always these very interesting new challenges, and learn as much as you can and don't stop learning and be very broad in your perspective. And for me, it was hard because as you're growing up, it's specialize, specialize, specialize. And I was thinking about going into kind of like a PhD, and I just couldn't bear like just being on one subject my whole life. So that worked for me, but it might not be the thing for other people. I think you really have to figure out what your skill set is. There's lots of kind of generalized tests to show you what your strengths are. I think the Gallup tests are great because for me, one of my largest skills I learned in my early 20s was that I was a really good strategist. And so I figured in that you can go into basically law in a lot of respects, or some business development. But it's interesting that it's helped me a lot through kind of navigating kind of some of those intersections between science and policy and implementation and some of the practical side of our business. But I think really trying to understand like, hey, these are my skills, and I'm never going to be a this, or I'm never going to be a that. That's okay to say. Like really trying to have a deep understanding and introspective of the things that you really like, and then it'll all make sense over time, I think. So that's just my
Sure.
perspective.